Thanks for tuning in.
Ooh, hi everybody. Hello.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, let's see who's here. Arnold Will. Hi, Arnold. How are you? Nice to see you. Oh, we made it. Barely.
Yeah, barely. Just with the skin of the teeth.
By the skin of our teeth. Let's so you're our first guest, Arnold. Let's give you some confetti. Oh boy, I can't. It's hard to believe. I'm blah, blah, blah.
That says it all, doesn't it?
It does say it all. We have been so crazily busy the last month. It's not 5 weeks almost.
Oh, it's
been
pure insanity.
You haven't been getting notifications lately. Well, we haven't been on. We haven't been on for the last month because we've Rocky and Derek show. Oh my God! Hello. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we haven't been on for the last month because my Shelley's father died on October 30th, and that sort of just really threw us for a loop. There was just so much going on, with regards to getting the family organized. Oh, Hal 9K is our bot. He's like our little what do we call him? We call him our channel bot. I've added you. Linda Gale Lamb, hi!
Oh, good to see you.
Hi! Christmas is coming. It certainly is. Oh, that's right. I forgot. What did I call this show this time around? I call it.
Yeah, so it's.
Stressmas Express. Santa sleigh without Santa at all. Only heads in space.
Yep, no reindeer.
Oh boy, yeah. Crazy times. Yeah, so as I was saying, we've just been just going bananas the last month because my father-in-law died, Shelley's father, and then my mother-in-law has been diagnosed with
some kind of dementia.
Yeah, dementia.
I don't know specifically.
We don't have
form.
it doesn't say whether it's Alzheimer's or whatever, but anyway, she has to have, somebody has to, take care of her, and Shelley and her uncle have power of attorney. And well, because everything happened so quickly, and my father-in-law was in the hospital, and they, he was fully expected to come out and live again, right?
Yes.
And that her uncle had put set them up in a nursing home in the town that they live in, and then my father-in-law died, and so everything changed, and we were about an hour away from Smith Falls, and then her sister is about an hour away. She lives in a township near here, and then her uncle lived on the other side, another about 40 minutes away. So her mother is like in the middle, and then all of us were sort of around it, about an hour away, all of us. So it just didn't make sense to leave her there in Smith Falls. So we spent the last month organizing. That's not even the half of it, too. She took a fall while she was in this new place, and she spent 3 weeks in the hospital. It's like, more and more and more and more.
And they wouldn't let her out until there's a plan in place for, where to take her next.
Exactly. So we
arranged that in sort of a week flat.
And this is all new to us, so I had to do some sort of instant research stuff, which, thankfully now in today's age with our access to, the internet and modern technologies and all that sort of thing, it's pretty easy to do.
Oh, thank goodness.
But it's new space for us. So we have her here locally finally.
Oh, somebody showed up.
Bits of Real Panther. Well, I'm glad I was watching the clock. YouTube set reminder thing failed as usual.
Oh, jeez.
I know. Notifications. It's like, if there's one thing that YouTube will be known for,
it's beyond them.
Yeah. Beyond them. So I was just explaining about this past month, how crazy it's been, getting now she's set up here in town. We're a 20-minute walk away. but still, there's like still stuff to organize with, assistive living. We have to do some interviews and stuff. Interviews, assessments, I guess they call it, of what she needs for her support in place and that sort of thing. So, but now finally it's sort of done and we're back. Oh, but of course I didn't do anything at all in the last month. I mean, like nothing. So, so there we are. More confetti? I can't do confetti because I just did confetti.
Oh.
So we'll do
let's see, you got waffles,
my head.
and you got your head, and you got the subscriber buttons. Oh, okay, great. Oh, that's good.
What, you gotta get by one?
Yes, of course. Well, there's so many falling. How can you not get hit by one? Or two, or
and our
three?
stream is kind of messed up too. It's like it's at 4. It's supposed to be at 9,000. It's only at 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that?
I don't know. The stream is lagging. Oh, great. Well, that's because there, now it's up to 9,000.
Oh, just like that.
10,000 there.
Well, isn't that strange?
I know, it's weird. Well, it's an internet thing. I don't know.
There are lots of internet things. Lots and lots and lots.
Yeah, let's take a little break, and I did do one thing. So let's see if I can go here. Transition to that. This is my desktop now. Let's see. I got a little thing here, and let's play that.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, smell the robin ring. The Bible has asked us to be the robbers got away.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Oh, boy.
Yes, Merry Stressmas.
Yeah, the stream is really... Oh, it's at 1,400. I mean, that's nice, eh?
1,400?
Yeah. It's bouncing along like crazy. It's at 8,000 now. I guess I'm not... It's funny, I guess we haven't... I don't know if there's somebody doing something else on our node or whatever. Yeah.
Great.
And another thing we had to do was that my mother-in-law had 2 cats, and one of them was like almost morbidly obese, and with the diagnosis and everything, she wanted to keep them. So her uncle indulged her, and they moved both cats into this new home, and of course she couldn't really take care of them adequately. So, and it's a smaller place, 2 rooms. So the smell of feces built up like really quickly, and then she had that fall. She was in the hospital for 3 weeks, and then her aunt said a handyman would take care of the cats. But we went over there every few days, and I mean, maybe the guy was taking care of the cats, feeding them, but he certainly wasn't taking away their the excrement. So so here we are cleaning cat excrement too, and this morbidly obese cat, which my bodiless friends broke necks. Hi, broke necks.
Oh, broke necks. Hello.
So yeah, so we tried every no-kill shelter in the area, but none of them were taking any new residents. So we finally ended up having to call the Humane Society here in Ottawa, and we brought the cat here. So I mean, it's a beautiful cat, and it's like it's just no behavioral problems, or it just needs to be on a diet, and it has to be what it eats has to be controlled, which wasn't before. So I'm fully confident that somebody's going to
Oh, she's a sweet little cat.
adopt the cat. So I don't have no fear about that. That was about a week and a day or so ago. So next Friday or so, we're going to call. We have like the designation that they give the animal when one is left there. So we'll find out what happens next week.
Yeah, I hope so. Hope they can find her home.
Yeah. Broke necks. Yeah, you reminded me of the trailer thing. Thank you for your clip, by the way, and I don't know, Bits the Real Panther, you owe me a clip for my trailer, man. Come on. So I had about 10 people who have contributed clips to the trailer. I obviously haven't gotten to it yet, but I have the clips. So soon I'm going to start editing that, and also anybody that would still like to contribute, it's a real panther. I'm looking at you.
No pressure, none whatsoever.
Oh, sometimes if you reboot, what's the word? If you refresh the page, sometimes that fixes it. But I'm looking at my thing, and our kilobytes are all over the map here. I don't know why. It's just. I don't know why. Well, what were you doing there, sweetie?
I was gonna check out the Wi-Fi.
It doesn't matter. This is a hardwired connection.
Oh, okay.
So there's no Wi-Fi thing going on.
Oh well. Okay.
So I don't know. Is this maybe it's the weather too or something?
Well, it looks like it's nice out.
Well, it's winter though, so sometimes in the winter it's like it gets messed up a little bit.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. Well, okay.
I haven't done a speed test in a while either. So. Oh, boy, we've only been on for 13 minutes. Feels like an hour.
It's supposed to feel like it goes by faster, not slower. It
does?
Well, yes, because it's like usually it's an hour that goes by and it feels like it was 10 minutes.
Yeah, broke necks. YouTube hates heads floating in space. Well, I don't think it's YouTube. I think it's my internet connection is a little messed up. So, I'm reading. Well, actually, here I'll move it over. So there, see this number here in the red in this corner. If I blow that up a little bit there. Oops, now it's beside my head. There it is. There. Yeah, this number here is the upload speed I'm having, and it says 2,000, and that's not good enough. Not right now.
Not even close.
So it says it's snowing really hard. My internet is not good. Oh, and Patricia Lamb just came in and says it's circling. So. Wow. Well, that sucks. Well, I'm sorry. Our first day back is kind of terrible, which is sort of par for the course because it's been terrible all around.
It's been an awful month.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Rocky and Derek show. Rocky and Derek, really appreciate it that you came by.
Are you guys like Rocky and Bullwinkle or something?
Well, I think that's the joke. One is Rocky, one is Derek.
Derek. Derek.
They had a channel before that was cut from, like, I guess they got... I don't know why it was, but their channel was like terminated for some reason, and it wasn't because they were cheating or doing anything weird like that. It was just, I think it was just misconstrued or something weird happened with them, and so this is a second channel because I was looking for these guys. I was going to interview them. They do interviews in Chicago, I think Chicago area, and it's pretty good, for a couple of young guys who. And they're black, I mean, you can tell from their avatar. But they do interviews with the black community, the black business community, and I thought it was kind of pretty interesting, that somebody, because in the white, I don't know, the mainstream press doesn't do much focus on black businesses and that sort of thing down there. It's all
angry white men.
Well, just scared white people. Period.
No, I was thinking of the Republican Party. Angry white men.
Oh yeah, definitely. So how have you guys all been? I mean, I've been yakking away like crazy here, and yeah. So how are you, folks? How are you? Do I need to submit? Yeah, please. Yeah. Like just make a clip of you trying to say my name, a couple of takes, whatever, right? And that's it. Just a couple of takes, you say my name, upload it to your channel as unlisted, and then if you're on Twitter, if you can get a hold of me on Twitter at my, you can see the link on my about page there. Just direct message me the link to that, then I can download it and add that to the clips that I'm doing for my trailer. And the cool thing, I think is going to be the cool thing is like I'm going to do all these edits there with it, but I'm actually going to advertise with AdWords. So anybody that's in there will come along for the ride because I did that with one video. I spent about $30. Oh, okay, yeah, and I'm hoping the speed will pick up. Somebody lop off the green giant legs for me to try. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, so anybody who I did that, I was like spent $30 and I got like 1,200 views. So I figure, well, I'll do that again, and everybody who's along in that trailer will get, gets what's the word? Will be collateral.
Not damage.
Not damage.
What's the word? Collateral benefit, I guess.
How full was the waiting room?
Sure.
Where? Here or at the Humane Society? there was one person there inquiring about, I think it was a dog.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but that was it. It was late in the evening that we arrived because we spent
about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we spent the day visiting her mother at the hospital, and then we did some checking at the retirement home, see how that was doing. Then it was like, oh, we got to get the cat, because we had to get permission from her mother to be able to do that too. So, and they call the owner, unless you bring it in as a stray. But I didn't think that was fair to the animal.
She's got a history, and we know it.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to dump her there for that's just not that's unkind.
Yeah.
So they we got the permission. We knew that the Humane Society was going to call Margaret. And so yeah, we did that. We drove to Ottawa, and it was around 5 o'clock. And then after we did that, we decided, well, let's because we knew the plan was in place now to get Margaret to town here. But we drove back to Smiths Falls another hour, and then packed a car full of her the loose personal effects that movers have
don't want to have to deal with.
Right, exactly. So we did that, and then we brought it back to our apartment, including the other cat. So the other cat was here for 2 days too. So
yeah.
So we had the pleasure of Fluffy,
Mr. Flufferino.
Flufferino. Oh, Circle of Death again. Oh,
Circle of Death.
Yeah,
is that somebody's name? Oh
no, that's the.
I thought that was
buffering
somebody's
thing.
avatar.
Oh, it's just terrible.
That's an interesting name.
Terrible.
Yes, I think I might adopt that as my avatar. Circle of Death.
Circle of Death. Yeah. Well, I don't know what I can do here to make it.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so funny.
Boy. Keep thinking there must be something I can do here, but there isn't anything. Is there anything I can do on my end? I mean, if I can't refresh my stuff, because then it'll just, kill the stream. I can't even reboot the modem or anything. Maybe I should have done that.
Oh, because yeah. Well, I think you're in the habit of doing that.
Yeah,
we're out
last
of practice.
while, and I'm sorry, folks, that it's like turning to be miserable. But we're gonna soldier on. the show of buffering.
Great.
In Seattle this weekend, visiting my daughter for the holidays.
Great.
Headed out to do some adventuring. Bye, all. Have a great weekend. Oh well, thanks for stopping by. Break next.
Great.
Oh, empty. Oh, I see. So it was. Let me see. We missed something here. Okay. I guess Patricia went to see the doctor.
Oh.
After seeing Doc, I sat on bench for a while, enjoying sight of sun actually shining.
Oh,
as opposed to hiding behind the clouds, the slipstream up there.
Oh, wow.
So, what's new, my darling?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Well,
Empty waiting room? Did everyone else drop off the face of the earth?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Where's your kazoo, man?
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
got kazoo stylings by
Mr. Remy Moore. He left. He did a tweet for us yesterday. Oh, but reminds me, hit the like button, tweet this out. Let's get some people here, even though it's a crappy show. Wow, 355. Oh,
355. That's appalling.
It's just all over the map. Long time no see, Cove. How's life treating you two? Well, it's been, as I said, it's been difficult. I mean, we've been so busy. I haven't had a chance to really think straight. And
it's been awful.
Yeah. It's been terrible, actually.
Well, this isn't any fun because the thing isn't working well.
Well, it's intermittent. It's sort of touch and go.
I don't know why it's so rangy. I mean, it's all over the map.
It really is.
I don't remember ever seeing it.
9 is spacewalk. Yeah, we have the cats out.
Yeah, that hits the spot. much sums that up, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
It does. It's all so crazy. How are you folks? Silly people. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, how's life treating you? Well, we're here, you know. I mean, I'm actually pretty proud of the job we've done this last month. Incredibly proud.
Oh yeah, I am too.
I mean, we went all out. Like, I think we rented. We don't have a car, right? So we rented vehicles to do this, and we rented 5 cars, 5 times, 5 different cars. I was driving a different car almost like every day of the week last week or week before, because we had to make so many trips. Well, it's actually over the last 3 weeks, sort of. Right?
What, there was a Jetta, Volkswagen Jetta, Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, Durango.
Oh, Dodge Durango.
I don't. Dodge scary. Durango. There's 2 sizes though. There was a smaller one and the big one. So I drove one of each.
Oh, that's right, you did. So that's.
Yeah. And what was it? A Nissan Note.
Yes, that's right. That's a cute little car.
It's a cute little car. It's great for the city though.
Oh yeah.
I swear it. Excuse
Not
me.
Great on
in the
highway,
city, you
though.
really want a small car because it just gets in and
stop
out
and go and everything. Oh yeah,
small
true.
parking spots,
You could tuck in behind other cars when you're, when it's sort of gridlock a bit.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, so that's it. I guess I should have gotten some things prepared. All I did was it was an old video of me singing Batman Smells. Batman smells. Robin laid an egg.
I like the part Robin laid an egg.
The Batmobile has lost a wheel, and the robbers got away. Yay.
Oh. Jeez, I really thought it would have worked better. It was working.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not sure what the... Well, like you said, maybe because you didn't reboot the modem or something like
Yeah,
that.
I'm going to have to really work on that.
Sometimes it makes the difference.
Oh, but we're drained. It's just...
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's sort of too bad.
And we wanted to do the show, obviously, because, we've been gone for so long that, don't want you to forget about it.
That's right.
And then we come back and it's crappy because our internet connection sucks now.
That's right. And we're at kind of low ebb, too.
Yeah, well, it's kind of depressing when you realize, that her mother is not all there anymore, and you can't get angry for something cruel that's said to you. You just sort of have to say, oh well, this person is crazy, and well, crazy is not a good word either.
Well,
what did you say?
she's not
in her own self anymore. Though heaven knows whether she would have restrained herself in spite of that.
Well, that's just it. That's sort of her personality to some degree before the dementia. So I can only imagine what it's doing.
And the thing is, it's like, you don't get any appreciation for the work you've done.
Well, that's nothing new, let me tell you.
It's like, nobody asked you to do that. I just could have left you in the hospital.
Well, sure.
So...
Who knows where she'd end up then?
Yeah. And it's I don't know, I'm trying to reaffirm our lives here a little bit, and oh, look at the cats, they're so cute.
Yes.
Cats. But it's been sad too. I've been feeling a little depressed of late.
Well, it's not surprising at all.
Yeah. It was really sad though. I mean, you think somebody's gonna, I don't know, like be around for a long time and then they're not.
What was that funny sound?
That means because nobody has chatted for 5 minutes, so then if somebody chats, it makes a sound.
Oh,
so that way you can check, because if nobody's chatting, then you sort of wander off in your own head. Anyway, Linda says, how's the weather where you are? Maybe it's causing interference. It's not snowing.
It's cold though.
It's cold though, so maybe there's some contraction of the lines or something, because it really is bouncing around like a lot, like. But then, we're paying for a very pretty premium service, so there's no excuse for this. I mean, it's actually going up to 8, but we're supposed to be, our upload I think is 15, isn't it? Yeah, it's 15.
Yeah, I think
so it's like not even supposedly using half of, not even half.
What, you said 8?
Well, no, it's up to 4. On average, is about 4. You know,
that's pretty lame.
It is lame. And it's down, like, and it dips down too. Like
that's a bit less than a third of what we're supposed to have.
Yeah. Well, it's bouncing around between 2, 5, 3, 8, 1, 6. So yeah. And I'm demand like the system is demanding a pretty high, you know, quality. I've got streaming at 1080p 60, which means, you know, it had better work, because if it doesn't work, then it looks like
crap,
garbage. Anyway.
For it.
Yeah, but there's no way of knowing that. Like,
well, no, I'm not faulting you. I'm just saying that, you know.
Yeah, well, I should have checked. I mean, that is my fault.
Who do I blame?
Yeah, it's like it's always my fault. It's the guy, the person who's running the stream. It's always their fault, you know. Well, or the you know, and if there was a problem, I should have figured it out and seen to it and had somebody look at it already.
Take a sledgehammer to it, that'll fix it.
Yeah, okay. So then in that case, then we don't have a show at all. And
I know.
You know, it's like, can you do all of this stuff? I've been busy driving back and forth, and
problem.
worried about cats, worried about mean mothers-in-laws and greedy relatives who, you know, it's like, come the hell on, you know, and they wouldn't give you time of day otherwise, but now suddenly it's like, oh, yeah, right.
Your dreams.
Yeah. Fuck, people are mean.
Yes. And then when they want something, that's the only time they're not mean.
Yeah, otherwise, you know, if you can't do anything for them, then forget about it, right?
Well, they'd rather you weren't on the face of the earth.
Yeah, so... Sorry, I'm really bitter now. It's like, oh no, what's in this coffee?
That's a flat tire. No, we can't do that. We're supposed to be the force of brightness and joyfulness and, you know... Good stuff.
Yeah. Well, this tragedy of a show has run for almost half an hour, so we're getting there. We're gonna do it to the end because that's who we are.
That's right. You tell them. You tell them.
Oh yeah, I played chess online. I was trying to relax a little bit last night, and I played this person, and their handle was Pain Bank. I thought that was nice.
So good. What a great name.
Welcome to the Pain Bank. Would you like to make a deposit? Yeah.
Would you prefer to make a withdrawal? Take the pain to go.
And where's Holly? Holly hasn't been around either.
Oh, I think.
I think they've exhausted themselves too. You know.
Oh, I think a lot of people have.
And a lot of people have. You know, and it's getting into that season too. Christmas is coming, and people are
Stressmas, as you said before.
Stressmas, yeah.
I think that's a
Stressmas Express. You know.
I think it should be renamed Stressmas because really it's.
Yeah, and
it's getting there.
I don't know. I mean, even at the best of times, we weren't really big on the holiday because I don't know, for some reason it just, you know, when you're poor nobody wants to have anything to do with you. It's funny how that works, eh?
Yeah, strange.
Yeah.
If you had all kinds of money, suddenly you'd have a golden personality.
Yeah, even if you're deaf as a post and mean as a polecat.
Oh, polecat. Are polecats mean?
I don't know.
What is a polecat? I think it's a skunk. What that is. Is it really?
I think a polecat is the skunk.
Oh, okay.
I could look it up.
I've heard the name, but I've never known what that was.
Yeah, let's look up polecat.
Are polecats indigenous to this country?
Polecat definition. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh no! I thought it was a skunk. It's not.
Oh, it's not.
It's a weasel-like Eurasian mammal.
Eurasian.
With mainly dark brown fur and a darker mask across the eye.
Sounds like a raccoon.
Ooh, noted for ejecting a fetid fluid. Threatened.
Fetid, isn't it?
Fetid.
Well, sounds awful.
Fetid, yeah.
Fetid?
Yeah, take a Uber.
Oh, yes, right.
Take a Uber.
A Uber.
So, yeah. Oh.
So that's a polecat. So it sounds like it's essentially a Eurasian weasel raccoon or raccoon weasel or something.
Yeah. Arnold says, I'm not getting any sound, just the circle of death.
Oh.
Oh, well, that all sucks.
That's dismal.
Oh, Oh, Nines! Oh my God!
Oh, hello there.
Oh, we love you guys, but
Yeah.
oh, we're trying to watch, but we're up in the mountains trying to get internet. Well,
okay.
Holly, it's not just you; it's us too. Our internet, it seems to be acting up. Everybody's getting the circle of death, but we're soldiering on in our depressive state, and regardless. Just because we haven't been here for so long, and we're determined to this may be the worst show we've ever done, but
Probably.
forget about it. We're gonna do it anyway. And
Well, next week we're gonna buck up and get the lead out.
It's gonna be the best show ever next week, so stay tuned. Yeah.
That's right.
But nice to see you. Thanks so much for the kind words and everything. And Holly and I, as Shelley knows, we exchanged some words about our familial situation on Twitter there. And yeah. Finally, it's come to the end. We've got Margaret in town here now. We're about a 20-minute walk, so we can go visit her anytime we're needed, or should we care to endure the abuse.
Yay.
Yay. One never has any idea like that this is, she's such a nice old lady on the exterior, but then you get to know her and it's like, ooh. But that's neither here nor there. As I said, you can't really get angry. You can feel hurt for a little while, but you can't let it affect you. You can't let it color your behavior either, because she's not there anymore. It's like it's just a different person, the shadow of who she was, and who knows how long she's going to be there. Hardwired, just lagging. Oh my God! My inclusive modern designs, model designs. Hey folks, long time no see. Wow, thanks for joining us. Yeah, it's been a long time, eh?
It sure has.
Yeah. I'm going to make you a moderator there.
That was the longest month I think I've ever been through in my life. I mean, it felt like it went on for 6 months.
It did, because we just had so much stuff to do, and we're still sort of overwhelmed. I mean, we just, it's like a whole new ball game. We have to deal with government agencies and provincial agencies and paperwork.
I've signed so many papers, more than I think. I've probably signed more papers in the last month than I've signed in my entire life.
Oh, I believe that.
Collectively, I mean the whole thing.
Sure, because it's just
insane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the thing. You've got like a double power of attorney too. You've got over your mother and of medical and the property, and that's a responsibility too. It's like you can't mess that up.
No.
And as much as I don't know, you get flack for it, you still have to sort of smile and say, okay, well, and still take into account her best interests, and that's because that's the responsibility you have.
Right.
It's sort of like being a parent.
It is kind of, well...
Ironically enough, that's the roles reverse, and who was once the child becomes the parent, and who was once the parent becomes the child in a way.
I suppose it's a certain revenge, isn't it?
Well, it isn't, because
some people
they can't appreciate it by that point, right? So you're just, you don't get the good stuff, the discipline.
Right.
That's sad. Boy, that's a really sad thought.
Well, it's...
Yeah, the stream keeps cutting out because our internet is bouncing like there's no tomorrow.
Still,
Yeah, really badly. It's been doing the whole hour so far, and I know it's terrible. And it's not YouTube; it's just me. Yeah, Circle of Death on and off. We're at home getting Circle of Death on and off. Yeah, it's like I said earlier, my stream it's bouncing from. It was a low of like 600. And normally it should be 9,000 to do an adequate stream, and I think I've only hit that intermittently a couple times.
Wow.
We're on average about 5,000 ish, so so it should be maybe sort of decent, but for live streaming it's not that great. Sorry.
No, that's really bad.
No, it's my ISP. It's the internet service provider here. And more specifically, probably Rogers. They've probably oversold the node here, and because we haven't been on for a month, and they figure they can tap our line, and give it to somebody else for a while.
Well, they better give it back.
Well, yeah, So I'm gonna do some checking. Next week we'll be back to normal, And I think it's just sort of par for the course anyway, the way the month is gone.
Oh, yes.
You know, we have to redo things, undo things, and go back and forth, and ugh.
Yes, that's about right.
Yeah. So confetti for everybody. Oops, I can't do confetti because I just did confetti.
Oh, what about waffles or something?
How about like that? Yeah, if I reboot the modem, the stream will cut out. Doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it would happen.
Would it I'm tempted to do that, but if I do that, would it
Well, it ends the stream, doesn't it?
well, would it reconnect?
I don't know. Never tried it before.
I don't know. How much time have we got left? 20 minutes. Okay, well, should I try it? What do you guys think? Do you think I should try and reboot the modem? It might